We got a package in today. As you can see, the box says caution heavy because there is quite a lot of stuff in, well, this. I mean, I can kind of sit on here too, and it's kind of still able to hold my weight. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna go through some of the items that I got off SSENSE. Now, as I'm making this video today, literally, SSENSE just came out with this announcement that they're applying for bankrupt protection, meaning that the business is not doing well. Now, these items were already on sale. I would expect that probably soon there'll be some like bigger sales if they're trying to recoup some of that money. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I guess economy's not doing well, so this is another reason why I would never buy anything full price. I would always wait for sales because there's always gonna be better deals. We're gonna go through some of these items today. Basically, everything that's in this box is from the brand Entire Studios. And since we're moving into fall soon and winter, although when I'm making this video, it's still summer right now and it is really hot. I got the fan on, I got the windows open, and I'm risking heat stroke to film this video today for you guys when I try on these hoodies and sweatpants. Yeah, we're gonna see how these hoodies feel. From what I can see online for some reviews for Entire Studios is that their hoodies are supposed to be really good. So we're gonna see how these feel, how they fit. These I got for about like just over 50% off. Some of it was like, I think close to 60. So the price is not that bad in comparison to like a lot of these brands where like Nike's already selling some of their hoodies for like over $100. Right, I'm gonna get off this box so I don't crush it and everything else inside. So let's get into the review for these items. We've got about 7 to 8 pieces, I think, of things to get through. This is pretty much my first impression of some of these, well, most of these items. I only kind of opened 2 of them to kind of like check it out to see how they look. It's very loud outside. Hopefully you can still hear me. What we're gonna do, we're gonna try them on, see how they fit. Let's get into the bottoms first then. Let the sweating begin. So the first ones that we have here are these washed black sweatpants. This is the heavy sweatpants and it is an extra large. So one thing that I've learned about buying online is that I cannot trust their sizing guides, right? I think that they're not like that accurate, and it depends on like the different styles as well. So always good to know that you can have a return policy, refund, get your money back if they don't fit. So that's why final sale items buying online is always like a little bit like dodge. And also my friend who works at SSENSE told me that the way that they actually get the sizing and like kind of like the measurements for these items is that they put it through like a machine or something where they do the measurements through like a scanner versus someone actually like using a measuring tape to figure out the sizing. So I like the wash of these. Looks nice. I usually like sweatpants with this cuff, just hopefully it's not so tight that it's cutting off my circulation, because I also don't like to have this like mark on my ankle after I wear sweatpants. Okay, so I want to say I already found something in these pockets that are kind of like, is it sand? I don't even know what this is. This is the first time this has ever happened. Let me show you. What is that? Come on, guys. What the f is this? Can you see this? I have no idea what that is, so I won't be putting my hands in there again. The fit is fine. It is relatively like baggy. Baggy? Why is my voice breaking? It is baggy enough, and I need to turn the fan on high. The cuffs are tight enough that it's not cutting off my circulation, and I don't think that it'll leave a mark on my ankle. The pockets are a little bit too shallow on both sides, and that one already has stuff in it that we're still gonna try and figure out what the f that is. Area around the waist is good, okay? And so apparently I'm an extra large for pants from Entire Studios, and usually I'm like a 34. Yeah, I'll be like a 34 usually. Like if I wear an extra large in Adidas, it'll be too big for me, because I literally just bought a pair of sweats that's from Adidas that's like almost exactly the same as this. It was too big. So always be able to try so you can return later. There's really nothing special about these sweatpants. I would say they do feel like a heavy duty type of material, and they also gave you a little something in the pocket on the side here. I don't know if I want to keep these on because I have no idea what this foreign object is in my pocket. If Entire Studios can let me know what the hell is in your pocket, then that would be great. I'm going to take these off and try on the next pair. That is the parachute pants. So the next pair is the purple parachute pants. Now I got these in large because again, I had no idea if I'm a large or an extra large in this. I felt like this would be like a little bit baggier than the sweatpants. So that's why I thought that I probably would be a size down. So let's try this on. Looks pretty cool. It's like sweats and cargos with very, very wide legs. So right off the bat, I would say that the waist is a little bit tight on me. When I tried on the first pair, that extra large is my size. These are pretty cool. Whole shape of it is nice. I like how it flares at the very bottom here. Like it's a little bit like more unique than the other pair, which is kind of like just very general, very normal. Cool pockets all the way down. You have one here and it has a little button, which I always like, that you can clip so your stuff don't fall out of your pockets. You got pockets here also with a button, and then you have pockets on the very bottom right here, which you most likely would not use. I have no idea what you would use these pockets for at the very bottom, because when you walk you'll just be kicking it, right? So not sure what you put there. There's also pockets in the back as well, shallower pockets. I know some of you like to put your wallet at the back here. I don't, because I don't like sitting on it. Either you could wear flats or something with a bit of a heel so you can go a little bit higher when you're wearing these. Otherwise they're going to be just dragging on the floor. Do I like these? I don't know. The purple's kind of cool. I have nothing in purple. This is the first time I've ever thought about getting purple, but it doesn't fit that well. It's a little bit too tight on the waist for me here. Like, you know, you can hear that. Like if I went out for some food, and if you're a person that your stomach expands, then this will probably feel pretty tight. So it's probably a no for me. But overall, I would say that, I don't know. I like the shape of it. If it was an XL, if it was maybe like a different color, then I would like it more. But this eggplant purple isn't really something that I would wear. So if you like it though, you can get it on sale right now. Check it out. Right, so we're finally getting into what we really are trying to find out. Are the Entire Studios hoodies as good as what I've seen online? Is it soft? Is it nice? Is the shape nice? Do we want it? That's what we want to try and find out. Right now, these sweats are the ones that I usually wear the most. They're from COS. You've probably seen it in a lot of my other videos. They have a zipper on the bottom here, so I could either make it flare or not, but basically these are the most comfortable ones that I've ever had. The material is a little bit different as well than the ones we just put on, but that is not the point. We're going to try on these hoodies, and I'm just wearing these pants because I need to put something on. Let's just try these hoodies on. Right, we've got the first hoodie on here, and I'm going to put the name on the screen with the price because I cannot remember what this is called. But basically, this is should be the heavyweight hoodie. There's no zips on here at all, right? It's a pullover. And first impression is that I love how oversized this is. I think all the hoodies that I bought are in the size XL. In past videos, I always said that I didn't want to try brown, but actually, I'm warming up to it. I'm liking it. So I am getting brown. It's like a nice little substitute for black when you want to, you know, keep the colors a little bit subtle. So I do like it right now. Okay, so first impressions of this hoodie is that it's super soft. It is heavyweight for sure. It's kind of got like this crop feeling to it, like a very boxy fit. The shoulders are definitely super drop shoulders, and I like that. I like how the hoodie is long enough because it's very hard for me to find hoodies where the sleeves are long enough, usually because the length of the hoodie is going to be like down here if I ever want to get like a hoodie with this type of length. One thing that I don't really like is the hood. So let's say I have my hat on right now. I usually like to have my hood kind of like on the back of my hoodie. I don't like, I mean back of my hat, and I don't want it to go all the way in front, right? So if I were to do that, this thing, because it kind of crisscrosses here, it's kind of like going up into my neck because it's like shortening, right? So that's something that I don't like about this. But the hood feels like it's big enough, but only if you put it completely like over. So I would have to go like this. And if it was like this, then I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi, basically. You can barely see my face, which is cool in fall and winter if you want to like hide from people that you don't want to see and you're just like, nope, not me, right? Then that's great. With everything added up, I think material is fine. I like the drop shoulder, so I like the length of this. I like how it's kind of cropped. I just don't like this hood. Let's see how fair this is, because it's the first time I've ever rated a piece of clothing, and this is going to be the first time where I'm rating all of these hoodies as well. So maybe I'm going to go backtrack on some of these, but first one I'm giving it a 6 because I don't think I would keep this purely because of the hood, because when you buy a hoodie, you want the hood to fit nicely, right? I also look like an Eskimo right now, which is not always a bad thing. But yeah. Next up on the list, we have another brown one. And this one has a zip. See how much I like brown now? It's kind of crazy. First impressions. When I unzipped that, it felt really smooth. That did felt buttery smooth though. Ooh. Let's zip it up. Yeah. I kind of like this. This kind of looks like devil's horns, doesn't it? Right, so this is the same color or maybe slightly lighter than the hoodie, the other hoodie that we just had on. The pockets here is quite shallow, so you probably won't be using this for much. I do like the fit. I guess like all of the entire studio's hoodies, not all of them because I haven't tried them all on, but the ones, you know, this one and the other one, the cuts are actually exactly what I want. They're like not super baggy, but then the length of the arms are good enough. Very nice drop shoulder on these. Also, what I kind of like about hoodies like this with the zip is that, you know, if it gets hotter, you can always open it and close it. But the pullovers, you can't, because it just goes on top. You still feel pretty cozy with these ones. Zip it all the way up. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so actually I can't zip it all the way up unless I put the hood over. And then I can zip it all the way up. Okay, now I actually look like an Eskimo. You can only see my eyes now. That's actually kind of cool though. Wow, this one is better. If you don't want to see anybody at all, this one is actually the better one. Okay, I kind of like this. So much privacy. I'm like in my own little world. You know what? It's kind of like having a balaclava and a hoodie together in one. Very cool. Now, what happens if so this is how it's kind of like if I don't want to zip it up. Is it going to be annoying with these things flapping around in my face? Maybe. If there's like wind, it might be kind of a little bit annoying, because a lot of these hoodies don't have this type of design. Well, actually I haven't seen any hoodies with this type of design. So the only problem is that I probably won't be able to wear my hood just like this, because this thing will be like poking in my eyes. Different sort of design. You can even like open it like this and fold it slightly. It kind of looks like I'm a magician, you know? I'm talking about like MMORPG type of magicians. Like this, I don't even know what that thing is called, but like, you know what I mean. You can wear it up here, kind of like devil's horns, and then you can zip it up. Oh, okay, maybe you can even zip it up to here, not even all the way to the top. And then Eskimo mode activated. I'd say that this has a little bit of design to it, so I'll probably give it a, let's give this a 7.5 out of 10 first, because still not perfect, but I feel like it's more unique than just a pullover hoodie. I like the material still. It's great material. It still feels very nice and soft, but heavyweight. Love the fit. It's optimal privacy if that's what you want when you're walking around and you don't want to see anybody. Not even gonna lie, I think I subconsciously just bought all the hoodies in like dark green / brown color. I didn't even realize it. Maybe that's how much I like this brown color now, because this next one, I think it's kind of like light brown khaki color. So guess what, guys? You're getting a hoodie review of like all brown and khaki colors, which is great for fall, I guess. Okay, so I mean, this one is basically the same as the pullover for the brown one, so it's just a different color. Let's see if the material feels any different, because sometimes the wash makes the hoodie feel a little bit different because of the color as well. I would say that it feels exactly the same. Crazy, right? Cool, so let's put this on, see if the fit is exactly the same. How consistent are they? I actually like this color more. So the khaki light brown color, kind of like, would you say this is coffee? I guess it's kind of like coffee color. What are they calling this? Cork. Yeah, I guess. It fits exactly the same. Nice little pouch in front here. Hood is exactly the same. Fit is exactly the same. It's kind of, you know, pushing into my chin and neck. So exactly the same. But I like the color. So because I like this color more than the brown, this is a real short one. There's really nothing else to say since we already talked about it before. But the color, I'm giving this a 6.5 out of 10. If that's a 6, then this is a 6.5, because I like this color a little bit more. Right now, because it's discounted, a cheaper price. It's not cheap, but a more affordable price for the quality, I would say. And I think, honestly, if it's on discount, I haven't even reviewed everything yet, but like I feel like it's actually not that bad. If you're paying like under 100 US for a hoodie. You'll be wearing it for a while, so it's pretty good. I like this color. Next up, we have another cork color hoodie. This is another Eskimo one. I literally bought the same ones, but in different color. Well, let's see how this one looks. I didn't film this for the last time when I said it was super buttery, so the first unzip was literally super buttery, so let's try it for this one too. Hold on. Let me hold it properly. Give it a fair chance. Yeah, it's buttery. Let's put this on. Yeah, super buttery. Which color do you like more? I'll put them side by side. Come on, don't disappoint me here. I think both colors look nice, but I am actually leaning towards the brown a little bit. It's crazy, actually crazy that I'm saying that, but brown. The hood design is the main thing that I'm saying that I like the most out of it. So I'm rating it the same as the last hoodie. Last but not least, we have one that's actually different from the other two. So there's 3 styles today. This is the last style. This is the one that I actually already tried on, and this is in the military color. So let me show you what the difference is with this, is that there's a zip that goes all the way up. Let's see how buttery this is. I don't actually remember. Let me try that again. It kind of felt like there was like not as buttery as the other two, but maybe that's also because I didn't zip it up properly. Let me try. Right. So fit is exactly the same, same size, extra large. Do I like the color? This is probably the color that I like the least. Okay, the zip is pretty buttery, I have to say. So what I do like about this, the difference is that, well, this is exactly the same, the pouch, the fit. So only really the hoodie is different, and the hood is the biggest, I would say, out of all the hoods that we've tried on today. It kind of gives me that, you know, weighted hood look if I want to put it just like slightly over the hat. So kind of like this, the Jedi look. That's usually how I like my hoods. With this one, what you can do is, if you want semi-privacy, you'd go up to kind of like here, right? So you're walking around like this, and then if you want full privacy, you're like, nope, I'm out of action today, and you zip it all the way up, but then you can't see shit, so you're completely out of action. It's kind of like you're walking around with a sleeping bag on, basically. You can zip yourself all the way up, which you clearly would not. But I think I like the hood the most. The size of the hood is the biggest on this one. I would probably just wear it here, usually, right? A little bit higher, maybe up to here. Otherwise, usually keep it nice and wide, open. I just don't think I'd ever zip it all the way up to the top, so it's really hard to rate this. Maybe like a 7.5. What is a perfect hoodie? A perfect hoodie would be like a combination of everything that I like from these hoodies, which would be like the hood of this one, but then the design of kind kind of like the devilly looking one. The material is all great. I would like this pouch to be a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, so it would go out to maybe here. It's literally a combination of all of them, which I guess it doesn't exist. That would be amazing. I really like the fit of all these hoodies, like 100%. My favorite thing about all of these, super drop shoulder, boxy fit, so it's not super long, and you still get that super long length on your hands that you can cover your hands with. I will say, one of the best hoodies that I've ever tried, one of. With the pants, no crazy design. It's just kind of like generally a nice pair of pants, pair of sweatpants, and these are definitely wins on the design side, and the color is a little bit different than what I'm used to. I like how there's a flare at the bottom of these pants as well. I love all the pockets on here, although the bottom ones are pretty much unusable, but great design. So depends on what you're looking for. Minimal, regular sweatpants kind of wear, heavy-ish weight. Just a reminder, the pockets are kind of shallow. And then for these, design is cool. Might be dragging the bottom on the ground, but like, hey, that's the design, right? Probably a choice between these two if I do want to keep one of this. I still don't know yet, but maybe you guys can help me decide in the comment section below. Let me know which ones that you like and which ones that you don't. Put a link in the description box below. Hopefully, SSENSE still has a sale on when I put this video out, or maybe the sale is going to be even bigger than when I'm getting these. So hopefully you can get a great deal on these if you want to try these out. Other than that, that is done for this video, and there's actually one more item in this package that's going to have to be in the next video, and I'm going to show you what those are. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.